So hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, one which I've been kind of waiting to do until I've done it long enough and whatever else, is a little bit of a house moving out Q&A. The actual amount of questions I get in my DMs about moving out, and when I moved out especially, I got a lot of questions. So here is a full moving out, budgeting, living alone Q&A. So, the first question, I've kind of just taken the most common ones asked, because obviously with moving out there's only so many questions which there are, and so many of them are repeated. This one is, what is the hardest thing about moving out? Personally, I don't think there's that much which is that hard from my experience. Like, the hardest thing is probably just being like self-sufficient and self-dependent, like motivate yourself to do the cooking, the cleaning, like that's the hardest thing. Like, it's so easy to just not do it, or to just not go shopping, or to just not cook a proper meal. It's so easy to just put something in the microwave and just, that's dinner, which is fine. Not the healthiest routine for me personally. So I think the hardest thing for me is pushing myself to like just make sure I do everything properly still. Like, I don't get into like lazy habits, because once I get into a lazy habit I feel like I'm stuck in that way and I don't want to do that. And I haven't done yet, to be fair. I'm pretty good still, but the hardest thing is definitely having to like, oh wait, I need to make dinner again tonight, and I need to remember to do the washing, and I need to remember to wash up, or things like that. Like, it's hard to actually remember because I'm so used to it basically being done for me, or my mum telling me to do it. Whereas now, oh, on the bins as well, remembering to put the bins out. Thank God we have Bethan, because Bethan is the queen of bins and she knows exactly when it goes out and which bin is on which day. What is the best thing? The best thing for me is probably living with my best friend. I'm literally with my best friends every day, 24/7 basically, unless obviously we're at work or something. But even when we're not here, it's just nice having the whole place to myself. It is so good, and if you ever get the chance to move out with your best friends, I just could not recommend it more. It is the best thing I've ever done. It is so much fun. Because it's like, we just sit on the sofa at night and we're just like, jump on what surprised you the most. What surprised me the most was particular I am, and how the dirty environment stresses me out, and how much as soon as something's out of place or not in its home, or as soon as I see the pots need doing or it needs a hoover, I have to do it there and then. I can't leave. So that's what surprised me the most about myself, is I'm frantic now. If the house is a mess, I cannot sit and relax on the sofa unless everywhere is put away, everything's clean, everything's tidy. That's what shocked me the most, with how organised or freaky clean I am. Because I didn't know that about me, to be honest. So just put, if I had the chance, would I do it again? 100,000,000% I would do it again. I was so 50-50 about doing it or not doing it, and I am so glad I did do it. Like I said, if you ever get the opportunity, you have to do it. It is the best thing. Because I was so worried about like, well, what about money? What about if we fall out? What about, just everything that possibly you could think about, I thought about over and over again. Now I've done it and we're like 4 months and I think it is the best thing in the absolute world. Just about how do you afford it? I'm not gonna talk about how you afford it because that's work, but like budgeting for me, this would be a great time for an ad, but Monzo has saved my life with money in terms of, because with Monzo you can like set pots on your account. So I have a pot for rent, for bills, for food shopping, for weekly spends, for holidays, for treating myself. I have a pot for everything, and I know exactly how much I will budget myself that week or that month kind of thing, and I'll only ever take money out of a pot when like it's time to pay the bills. I'll take the money out of the bill pot and pay it with it. So then I know I've got all my money in the right places, I know what it's doing, and then I've got my savings and stuff. So that is how I afford it. If I didn't do that, I couldn't afford it, because I would just be like, when I lived at home, I just had one bank account with all my money in, and I would just spend from it. I couldn't do that now because I would overspend and have no money left to buy food. And it also tells you how much you've got left for the month. So I know now through doing it how much I should have where at what point of the month. So a lot of people said, when are we moving out? And when are we moving out is not decided. It's not something we're thinking about. Originally it was going to be a 6-month thing, a 6-month bit of fun. No, it's not. Then we're like, oh, we'll just do a year. Then we're like, we'll do 2 years. And then we've kind of said now, it's whenever someone wants to move out with a significant other. That's when we move out. And we feel like now, because we all love it so much. All of us, like, we can't imagine moving back home now. I don't know when we're moving out, but I don't think it's anytime soon, and I don't think it's going to be within the next 2 years. I don't want to move out for at least 3 years personally. Yeah, I love it here. It's like it's my nest. I love it. A lot of you guys were like, how often do you have parties? Like, are we like the social hub, all of that? Yes, we are the social hub, but we don't have parties that often. I personally, if it was my way, would not have had a single party in this house. For me, it stresses me out so much. When I lived at home, I was always asking to have parties at home. And I was like, why won't you let me have a party? And I had a few, but like growing up, I wasn't the party house. And now I completely understand why. Like, as soon as we have a party, oh my God, the walls are white, the carpet, spilled drinks, like where bin bags, like where is everything? Like, are people going upstairs? I've become Monica from Friends, and like I just can't sit and enjoy a party now in my own space. Like, yeah, we always have friends around. We have at least someone around every other night, at least it feels like. Like, there's always someone else here who doesn't live here. And it's really nice, and I really like that. When it's more than like 4 people, I'm like, whoa. What are you doing in my house? I'm planning to have like Halloween probably and New Year's Eve party and stuff like that. And we had like a bank holiday party, we've had birthdays, we've had a few parties. So someone said, what is my favorite room? So naturally that is my bedroom. My bedroom is, which you guys have seen my room, it's very like neutral, it's calm, it's bright, it's light. It just feels for me very zen and very like, I think people would find it weird if I said my bedroom inspires me, because it's literally white and beige and cream, and that is literally it. So it's not much inspiration of color and imagery and things like that, but for me, the calmness of my room inspires me with ideas and with happiness, and just like, it's just exactly how I want my room in right now. There are a few things which I'm wanting to change and add and take away, but I'll see if I do. I don't know if I will or not, but I'll see. But as a whole, my room's my favorite room, and second to that is the conservatory, which is just through there, because it's just so light, it's so airy. Like, if it's sunny, you have the back doors open and the breeze comes in and it's nice. If it's raining, I love sitting on like the bench we've got in there, because the rain just like echoes in the conservatory. It's amazing. Also love the kitchen. We all sit in the kitchen. Like, we have a dining room in the conservatory, and most of the time we all just eat in the kitchen. We all just sit on the sides, we have a side each, and we all just eat in the kitchen. And it's like our social hub, the kitchen. It's really weird. We have a lounge, we have a dining room, we have so many rooms, yet we just sit in the kitchen and talk for hours. And I love that. For the final question, someone said, what is my role in the house? And my role in the house, I would say, is the cleaner. I'm the easiest to live with. I just am. I'm also the sleepwalker of the house, the house ghost, because I sleepwalk and move everything. I feel like you expect moving out to be so much different than it is, and to be fair, it is very different than I expected, but in all the best ways. Like, all the bad things I thought would be a thing just are not a thing. I hope that answers any questions. If there's any more, comment them down below or DM me, and I will answer them in my house tour when I go do that. Love you guys lots, and I'll see you very soon.